Yeah, the possibility of the next round and the possibility of the 100,000 is, they're both very important. My weakest talent is in the marketing side of things, and moving on and getting that advice is really something that's critical. And I'm also funding this out of my back pocket, and getting additional funds is really critical. Advice for budding entrepreneurs is to remember that cash flow is always king. And then beyond that, to live your wildest dreams. It's amazing what you can do if you believe you can do it. I heard about Greenlight, I believe, through an email that was sent out to entrepreneurs in the state. I've been involved. In fact, I've had a business in Maine since 1987, now actually 85. And was one of the first software developers in Maine. At the time, I believe there were 7 people in software in the entire state. I'm excited about it. It's a new process for me as far as this sort of television studio environment. Public speaking is not something I do all the time, but it's something that I've had to do and work over the years. My favorite stuff is research and development, so this is right in my sweet spot as far as the type of environment I like to be in. This is something that actually I started working in augmented reality back in the 90s, and to the best of my knowledge, I'm the only or the longest practicing software developer in the field in the world, excluding one academic that I know of. And I've done this for the military, had systems used by Navy SEALs and the like, and started Team Augmented Reality to take the technology out of the military and start transitioning it to use by the general public. Okay. Yeah, the possibility of the next round and the possibility of the 100,000 is, they're both very important. My weakest talent is in the marketing side of things, and moving on and getting that advice is really something that's critical. And I'm also funding this out of my back pocket, and getting additional funds is really critical. I actually tried to not be an entrepreneur, and back in 1981 I wrote a computer adventure game which went viral. And after a year and a half of making more money in my hobby than I was in my real job, I finally said, I guess it was meant to be, and quit my real job, and haven't had a real one since. When I went in, it was fun and interesting. As always, there's a little bit of nervousness, but I liked the questions they asked. And overall, I'm really glad I did it. Being exposed to Greenlight Maine and part of this process is really helping me focus what my marketing story is. It's giving me some collateral materials that I can use in marketing. Hopefully it'll help with the cash flow situation. Advice for budding entrepreneurs is to remember that cash flow is always king. And then beyond that, to live your wildest dreams. It's amazing what you can do if you believe you can do it.